Baldur's Gate 3. So, last time we talked with a dead man and talked about the Speak with Dead spell quite a bit. Had a couple of fights, like a little bit more combat than what we have in a typical Nerdad episode. So that was pretty cool. Today is going to be going into the Druid Grove, and we'll be talking with a whole bunch of people. We'll be hitting up some stores, doing some shopping, just all the excitement that you could possibly want out of a live stream. All right, for right now, we're gonna grab a couple of these items that are around here, and then I am going to teleport myself right back over to the Emerald Grove. It's not too far away, but this is just kind of show you. I know it was. So in the chat, they're saying that was in that one movie. Yeah, I actually talked about that one movie last time. For those of you that weren't here last time, we did the spell Speak with Dead, which is fantastic. And again, like Larry did an amazing job at scripting out every last corpse, so that they would have dialogue. In case you wanted to have anybody be talked to. It was just fantastic job. Like the amount of effort that went into having to script and then voice act all of the corpse dialogue is just mind-boggling. So props to Larry, and they did an amazing job with that. But if y'all haven't seen the Dungeons and Dragons movie Honor Among Thieves, I am not promoted by Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves, but it is a fantastic movie. It is great. It's fun. It's not the best movie that has ever been made in the world, but it's really good. But there is this whole scene where they use Speak with Dead in kind of an amusing way. So it's great. It's great. It's a good movie to begin with, but if you have ever played Dungeons and Dragons, it is so worth watching. All right, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, and I just wanted to show you guys this. Again, the Emerald Grove is not too far away, but you gotta do that stuff. Like I don't know what'll happen if you promote a product on YouTube and you don't declare that you promote a product. I think you can get in like serious trouble. I believe that's against terms of service, and they can kick you right off, and I want that to happen. Why am I shopping? Because that's half a D&D. I think playing tabletop Dungeons and Dragons, I think I have actually had entire sessions that have just been shopping. And I'm a little afraid because that might legitimately be what today's stream is. It's just me shopping. So we'll check it out. I do actually want to show you guys when's the Valorant stream. Homie don't play Valorant. I am far too old to be playing Valorant. I'm an old boomer, man. So I don't have the reaction time anymore. We'll see. There is like actually some pretty good stuff to buy in the Emerald Grove. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys this. So you have these like waypoints that show up whenever you explore things. I've never actually used them on this stream yet, but they're literally waypoints. You click them, and they take you right to that location. So yeah, we are right in front of the Emerald Grove now. And this, as evidenced by the massive amount of blood everywhere, this is where we had our fight last stream. So we'll go this way. Oh, Shadowheart is hurt right now, so I'm going to take care of that once I'm inside the gate here. Like from Path of Exile, that's right. For what it's worth, for those of you who know me, I play way more Path of Exile than I should. It's a fun game. Great game. Okay, so Shadowheart is down 12 HP. There are a couple of ways I can deal with this. I can do a short rest, and that'll give you back 50% of HP, which conveniently is exactly what Shadowheart has. Or I can use some of the healing that I already have available that, yeah! Still gaming at 4 a.m. It's the Ethernet. You can expect a lot of Final Fantasy 14 references from Still Gaming at 4 a.m. It looks like. But yes, that for what it's worth, I play a lot of Path of Exile. I play a lot of Final Fantasy 14.
Joking about Octus Soup just a moment ago.
Yeah. So for those of y'all who are joining the stream, they changed up how they do short rest. Typically in Dungeons and Dragons, you can do as many short rests as you want. In Baldur's Gate 3, you can only do 2 per day. Which I think is really, really great. It means that you're not taking, like as many short rests as you need, or as many short rests as you want, and really making you conserve those short rests. And the long rest, you have to have supplies in order to actually do the long rest to its full effect. So it really makes you think about how you want to go about doing things. But anyway, Nerdad, my paladin, does have a channel oath charge that recharges on short rest. So what I'm going to do is, since really the only thing I'm down are some spell slots and this HP, I'm going to go ahead and use up a channel oath charge to... Is she? Yeah, she's in the... to go ahead and heal Shadowheart. And what this will do is it will do a full 16 HP of... I know, like, so, okay. With the long rests, in the chat they're saying you can't long rest without a blankie. I feel that. So I do, there are camping supplies. Like you can get food and stuff in the food, like, what did it, okay, here, let me just show you. So you can see here with the camp supplies, I have got a total of 103 out of 40 needed to do a long rest. If I take a look at my equipment right now, you can see here I've got... I may have sent it all to camp, actually. Yeah, I think I have. Maybe. I'm not going to go looking for it. Oh, here we go. So if you look, I've got like sausages. The dried rope sausage is like 3 camp supplies. I've got a fish head, which is 1 camp supply. And you need a total of 40 camp supplies in order to do a long rest. And so, like, yeah, here's some things will have more or less camp supplies. When's the no spell challenge? I love wizards and I love clerics, and I will never, ever, ever play Dungeons and Dragons without having basically all of my stuff. All of my characters have lots and lots of spells. The only exception to that is going to be Astarion in this playthrough, because I love rogues. So, when's the no spell challenge? Absolutely never. Absolutely never. But anyway, there are these items that you can get called camp supplies. I think they're just called camp supplies, but they are a flat 40 in and of themselves. They're meant to be like a self-contained long rest in and of themselves. And you mean black mage? I always envision the camp supplies as being like a nice pillow and a blanket. So yeah. Anyway. You mean black mage? That's good. All right. So I'm going to go up and kind of explore the surrounding area of this place. In particular, I wanted to check this out, just because this is a side conversation here. But this side conversation is actually really, really, really meaningful.
Why does this keep...
I am an old boomer man, yeah.
I was joking about Octus Soup just a moment ago.
Come on, Ricker.
And now what? We dig a hole and be done with him?
They actually do a really good job with this side conversation, getting kind of like the 5 stages of
We
grief
should have
going.
time for that.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be good.
But if you stick around in this area, they will go through a whole grieving process. They'll go through, well, we'll see. I'm going to move out of the way and talk to some people here. But we're going to go ahead and quick save just to make sure
Not
these conversations
now.
go okay.
Please.
Oh, and that's pretty painful too. The whole like not now.
Have some respect. This really isn't the time to talk.
So, if you'll notice, the body of Cannon up here is glowing green. That's because I do have Gale Steel with Speak with Dead enabled. I'm considering doing that just to kind of show you like the voicing here, but I might. Actually, don't know if...
Our Lady of Silver.
See, now they're doing like
Please. May he rest by your side. He never hurt anyone. He always knew what to say.
What is the Moon Lord here in chat? They're talking about the Moon Lord dies very fast and mage setup is far superior. What game is that?
He didn't deserve this.
Here, while they're dealing with their grief, we're gonna talk to this guy up here.
Glad you made it inside. Doubt we'll be safe here for long though.
Oh,
There'll be
Terraria.
more coming. Goblins hunt in packs.
All right, you can hold off a horde of goblins from this position. Why not take your chances on the road? You're scared of a few goblins. Pathetic. Or leave. Yeah, you could hold off a horde of goblins from
Maybe,
this position.
but we're not fighters. If they broke through, it'd be a massacre. The sooner we leave for Baldur's Gate, the better.
So this is the problem with having a heavily fortified city. I mean, it's great for defense, but if they get in, it's really hard to get them out as well. That's some history for you guys. Okay, so the whole not speciesist, buckle up. There is so much, like, so much species hatred in this little area. It kind of makes me a little uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, there's another Final Fantasy XIV comment. How far are we from the city?
If the road was clear, 10 days walk maybe. But while the goblins are out there, it might as well be the other side of the world.
So again, the writing on this gives a really good job of making it feel like these tieflings that are here in the Druid Grove are just in a really bad situation. Really, it really makes you feel for them. But at the same time, it also does a really good job of... Get a car. It does a really good job of making you understand the druids here. Alright, I am entering turn-based mode because there is stuff here that I'm going to steal here. Let's see. We're gonna have a starting. Check out Cannon's belongings. I actually don't know what's in here. Oh, that's in there. That's awesome. Yep, we'll be definitely taking that. One of the nice things about being in stealth is that you will be alerted when you start seeing like the red show up all of a sudden. You need to stop what you are doing immediately. And I actually am going to steal these boxes because I think I'm short a couple of boxes, so... Well, you can't reach that, don't do that, my guy. And whenever it comes to, like, needing a little extra time to sit and think, I like to go into turn-based mode just so that I can, you know, have plenty of time to treat this almost like a tactical game. My guy, you don't have to climb over everything. This is what Starkin just really likes doing squats onto those boxes. That's a good question. What do I use the boxes for? So I will. Let me actually go ahead and exit turn-based mode because I think I'm done stealing at this point. What I will do is, if you'll notice, I have got Astarion with, well, now 4 of these wooden crates. I've got Gale with 3 of these crates. And what I will do is, if I know... if I know that I'm going into a fight, what I'll do is I'll stack 3 boxes up on top of each other, and then I'll have my ranged people climb up on top of the boxes, because then they have the high ground. And as we know from Obi-Wan, if you've got the high ground, you've got the advantage. I mean, I shouldn't use the word advantage, because they will not have advantage on their rolls, but they do get like a +2 bonus to the rolls, which is great. And yes, stealing, I think, technically goes against my oath. I don't know if it will actually make me an oath breaker, but if you'll notice, it was a Astarion doing the stealing, not Nerdad. I can't control what a not vampire does in my party.
No one stopped me yet.
He's totally not a vampire, by the way. Totally not.
I feel like we're being
One day I'll catch a break.
Okay, you know what? All right. So yeah, I've got nerd. I am a nerd. I've got Star Wars memorized. That is fairly accurate. But you know what? If they mention the whole high ground thing in Gilmore Girls, which me watching Gilmore Girls is a whole other topic of conversation that we'll get into eventually someday. But if they actually mention the whole high ground thing in an episode of Gilmore Girls, and if a nerdy thing gets mentioned in Gilmore Girls, that now is in mainstream public osmotic culture knowledge. So I don't think I'm a nerd for knowing that. I think you're a nerd for calling that out. How about that? I'm sorry, that was me. Still debating if I want to speak with Dead with him. I think I'm going to give it a try. I've never actually spoken with Dead with Kanon. So let's see what happens. I am a nerd, hence the name of my channel, Nerdad. Be sure to like and subscribe. Keep your valuables. I wonder if the people standing next to me can hear that. If they're gonna get mad if I ask her to keep her valuables. All right, let's do Who Are You?
Canon.
Oh, it's pronounced canon. I didn't expect that. Let's do Where Are You From?
We from Elturel left.
You know what? I need to figure out a way to actually put chat into the stream. So bear with me for just 1 second. I'm going to see if I can do that. Oh, man. I think I got something here. Hey, so I just tried that. Let me know if y'all can see the chat like in the actual stream itself. That's pretty cool if that's the case. All right, anyway. Let's see. Yeah, who left Elturel with you? And again, look at this. This is easy, good, like, writing. I mean, it's just elaborate. All for something that you very likely wouldn't have even encountered if you had just left this corpse alone. It's amazing the content that they wrote without expecting people to actually have them. I know, that's kind of... Okay, so that's kind of why I feel a little bit bad about talking to this guy, because... I feel like you've got the people who are still mourning, who are up to the... Like, they're mourning to the point that they're like, please, now is not the time. And I get it. I mean, that's a realistic human asterisk reaction to have. I mean, your good friend just died. You're not fighters. You'd never expected to have to fight, and he's dead now. Boom. But I kind of feel like talking with their friend's corpse is a little much right now. Especially since they're going through the whole grieving process and having a rough time with it. No, I'm saying like it's a human reaction, but they aren't technically human. I'm I'm expanding my worldview by saying, you know, that not just humans grieve. So actually, fun little historical note, Napoleon, who ordered like tons and tons, like just thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people to their death, said he never felt anything because it was his duty to send those people. It was for France that he was sending all those people to their death. But he once saw a dead soldier, and that dead soldier had a dog that was apparently that soldier's dog that was like sitting there next to the dead soldier and like whining and like, you know, trying to get the dead soldier to wake up. And Napoleon said that struck him to his core, like seeing that dog wanting its dead master. So, hey, welcome to Nerdad. We're talking about dead soldiers and dogs. Like and subscribe. All right. Who left El Terrell with you? I am a massive nerd. Who is the kind of crap that I read about is Napoleon's experiences with dogs. Who left El Terrell with you? We're moving along. Oh, interesting. Sister Arca. Was Arca one of the people that we were talking to just a second ago? Because if one of the people mourning is his sister, that makes it so much worse. All right, yeah, let's see. What is your profession?
Tailor before God volunteered.
See, this makes it so much worse just because these people were not fighters. They were fighting out of desperation. But anyway, what happened to you?
Killed. Arrow. Can't breathe.
That's brutal. That's brutal.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
No, not like Ark Survival Evolved. Arca! Jeez, brah. Rika Caldani. Okay, so those were not his sister.
All right. What now? Need to find a way forward.
All right, we are gonna head up this way. And this is kind of interesting. Just a little tiny fight going on here. Actually, I knew this fight was gonna happen, but I never heard it. Arca's the dude's sister. Feel sorry for her. So I knew this fight was gonna happen. I should have tried to sneak in a little bit more, but that's fine, I guess. This will be actually a really good opportunity to show off Astarion and what he can do. So let's see. This is gonna put us really close to being in melee range with this guy, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and use one of our bonus actions to dash. And we're gonna try to sneak in right in there. And I think that'll put us outside of melee range, and it totally will. And so, now that he is out of this guy's line of sight, I'm gonna use my other bonus action
Let's find some prey.
to sneak. And then, oh, I don't have enough movement, so I'm gonna have to shoot him. That's not ideal, but it'll work. And we sneak attack him. So just right there, 2 bonus actions is easy, crazy. But yeah, Ark Survival Evolved. I've never played it. I've seen it being played, and it seems like a pretty decent game. I don't know, like survival games, I like them, but I try not to spend too much time on them. The only survival game that I will play like religiously is Cataclysm Bright Nights, or Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. If I don't play that one as much, but Cataclysm Bright Nights is a traditional roguelike, and it is fantastic. Anyway, that's it for Astarion's turn.
The weave.
Next up, we have got Gale.
In striking distance.
Probably shouldn't have moved up that much. I don't know why I did that. Hey, I didn't expect that to hit. That was a 60% chance, and it worked. Hey, Lanimus, what does just be neon mean? You can clear that up. That'd be great. Anyway, Gil's turn is over. Now we're up with Shadowheart, and
Moving.
I'm not going to make the mistake of moving her up too much. I am going to do a ranged attack here. Yeah, 50% chance to hit. It miss. That's fine. It's fine.
The only way out is through.
Oh, cool. And Nerdad can jump right up next to this guy. So this is kind of interesting because this Bugbear Assassin was trying to get to Nadira. With Nerdad being able to jump all the way up here, he has now put this Bugbear Assassin in melee range, which means he's going to be pretty much stuck against Nerdad for a little while, which is just great. And I'm doing a good amount of damage to this Bugbear Assassin. I don't think I'm going to blow any spell slots because Nerdad only has one left. And I still have 2 short rests left, which means that I'm going to need those spell slots. That's fine. That's fine. I did not realize that I could get up on top of those, these right here. I should have done that. All right, same deal, same deal. I'm gonna go ahead and have Astarion hide right now, move him up, switch over to daggers, and pop him from behind, and sneak attack, and he's dead. Home Slice did not even get a chance to act. Oh, Neon's a character in Valorant that can sprint. That's basically what Astarion is right now. Okay, so let me re-talk about what they did with the Thief subclass in this crazy stupid game. It's not a stupid game. I'm sorry, Larian, if you're listening. I know you're not, but even still, like, this is a really good game, and you've done a fantastic job. I apologize for saying.
I'm so tired. We could do this all day.
Excuse me, coughing a little bit. So, Astarion, I keep saying that wrong. Astarion, as a rogue, well, as all characters can do a dash as a full-on action, which means that you get your movement and then dash gives you your movement speed again. But then Astarion, for being a rogue, can use dash as a bonus action as well. But as a thief, he gets 2 bonus actions, which means that he can dash another whole time. Which means that on his turn, Astarion can do 4 times his movement speed. Which is ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Yeah, I will kind of give Astarion a little Estinian vibe. Like, he's not my jumper. Like, Nerdad's my jumper.
My mind.
So if you really want to be like Estinian and a whole like Final Fantasy Dragoon thing, that's Nerdad. I mean, hey, check it out. I've even got a spear on Nerdad right now. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. That's what Estinian looks like, right? Short, pudgy, stocky dwarf with a huge beard. It's totally Estinian. All right, anyway, let's loot this Bugbear Assassin and get talking. So yeah, I got classic, assassin format's got some basic poison and some other junk. Oh, and Nerdad is encumbered. So what we're gonna do? Actually, I need to go through all of my equipment and get everybody equipped with good stuff. Although actually, I'll probably do that after I buy some. Actually, I need to do it right now. Because if I'm going to be buying equipment from vendors, I need to have the best stuff possible so I know if stuff is actually an improvement or not. All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna get him with some chainmail. His dex is not super great, and this should actually increase his AC. His AC was 16, now it's 18. I should have done that a long time ago. It would be pretty cool to have some Azure Dragoon armor to put on some people. That is some sick looking armor. All right, let's see what else we got. Boots. I don't think any of these boots are going to give me any bonuses to anything. What about cloaks? No cloaks. I've got the gloves of power on that one guy. The silver pendant with guidance. So, spoiler alert, Gale is going to need green items to, like, basically feed him. We'll get into that probably actually pretty soon. Maybe not this stream, but pretty soon. And this silver locket, it's 65 gold pieces to sell. I'm like, what is this? Yeah, 200. So this is a relatively low value magic item that Gale can feed on in a little bit. And again, the only time that I'm ever going to need guidance from an item is when I'm actually talking with Shadowheart, like versus Shadowheart. So I think we're gonna hold off on doing that. Gale's AC is 15. He should have mage armor up, and I don't have that, but I won't worry about that right now. Okay, shields. It's a spike shield. Gives a +2, and I've already got a +2 from the shield that I've got, so that's no good. How about a ranged thing? 3 to 8 damage, 3 to 10 damage. Okay, so that's actually better. 3 to 8 damage. Yeah, so I'm optimized with him. Yeah, overclothes, not a big deal. Shoes. Yeah, none of that's any good. Okay. So let's check out Shadowheart. She's already got medium armor on. I don't think any of these are going to be better. Yeah, she's got an AC 13 stuff right now. Although, well, no. I changed it so that she has pretty high dex. Oh, no. Remember? Okay, remember. I still need to respec her. I'm gonna sell a whole bunch of stuff at the vendor, and then we can think about respecking her. But I will be respecking her so that she has super high dex. I want her in the back lines. The reason I want her in the back lines is because she is going to have concentration spells up basically all the time. And because of all the concentration spells, I want her out of the front line, not getting hit. Personal preference, clerics make really, really, really good frontliners because they can wear pretty crazy armor. So anyway. So she's wearing her optimal armor right now. Again, not really anything I could do with any of this. Just gonna circle it on. All right, let's look at weapons for her. Actually, let's look and see what she is proficient in. Okay, armor and martial weapons. It might be good to find her. She already has a Morningstar equipped, I think. Be good to get her with like a Morningstar or a flail. So let's see what she's got right now. Yeah, it's a mace. I think I've got a Morningstar. What is that? It's a great club. Oh yeah, check that out. That's great. Oh, and that's cool. I didn't realize that with the Morning Stars. Can you stomp on people? No, I wish. I mean, can you imagine all the damage that you could do if you jump, 8 feet up in the air and then come right down on somebody's head? I think D&D 6th edition needs to include the Mario jump. Yeah, we're gonna get her with a Morning Star. Plus, look at that. That looks so much cooler. All right, ranged. Again, she should be fine with the. What is this? A light crossbow? Yeah. Starian's we're gonna keep him with the short bow. We're gonna keep him with 2 short swords, and then Gale. I definitely want him with a quarterstaff, and I think that's the best. Yeah, it's the best quarterstaff I've got for him right now. Oh, I didn't look at So Astarion, I'm going to want him with light armor, but I don't think that I have any good light armor that he would be better with. Yeah. Yep. All right, cool. Cool. I do also like how Baldur's Gate 3 gives you answer to the question, boxers or briefs. Starion's clearly a briefs guy, and Gale is clearly a boxers guy. So, or are those the Hanes things? Anyway, all right, let's talk to. Oh, not you.
What to do? Don't waste a step.
Let's talk to this woman who is just about to get
You have
assassinated.
good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess.
Rude.
Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
So we actually already have a soul coin that we found in the ruins back there. But hey, actually, side note. If y'all are having trouble hearing the game, let me know. I am fiddling around with some of the volume levels. It do be stinky, I know. Lots of sulfur. Pretty gross. Let me know if y'all are having trouble hearing the game. And again, I may have missed it, but let me know if y'all can actually see the chat comments as they pop up. All right. Yeah, the path I follow is far more noble. If you possess a devil's artifact, you should leave it in my charge.
I'm going to be chased all over Faerun for this damn coin, aren't I? Fine. Take it as a grudging payment for the rescue. Now leave me in peace.
She's so mad that I saved her life. Someone on Valorant rejected me? I rejected Valorant. Don't confuse that. Nobody on Valorant can reject me. I preemptively reject them. What exactly is this coin?
It's a soul wrapped up in a terrible iron package. Don't ask whose, because I don't know. I hope it brings you better luck than it has me.
It's a little creepy. Here's a soul in metal. Check out this telescope.
You peer through the telescope.
I'm sure that dragon's not important. Oh, sorry. At the distant object, we don't know if it's a dragon or not. It's clearly just a distant object. We can't tell. Yeah, let's focus the telescope on the distant object, trying to get a clear view. As always, add guidance. It was actually kind of close.
You see a dragon circling like a bird of prey,
I'm sure it's not.
hunting.
I'm sure it's not. Move the telescope to the
The
left.
telescope points to the left.
Hey, I know that thing. Move the telescope
The
to the right.
telescope points straight ahead.
And we'll move the
The
telescope one more to the
telescope
right.
points to the right.
I'm sure that's not also important. We'll go ahead and leave.
Is that blood?
All right.
Never mind.
We can actually go down this way, I believe. And up here is going to be another example of Larian's fantastic writing. Oh, well, first there's a dirt mound. Always good to walk everywhere so you can try to find these dirt mounds. Lightning resistance, potion of mind reading, that's cool. And potions of healing. Potions of healing are so prevalent in this game. So prevalent. All right. And we're going to go ahead and speak with animals.
I need a quick word.
Squirrel is adorable.
Get out!
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
Dexterity kicker. Jeez. Calm down, I'm a friend.
You barged in without an invitation. I wouldn't call that friendly. See, you're in my territory, and I want you gone.
Squirrel's cute, but it's cranky. Yeah, we're gonna do persuasion. There's plenty of room for both of us. Sucks. Still got guidance. Cool.
How about this? You can stay if you keep those ugly feet on the ground. I'll even sweeten the pot. Found some weird smelling stuff on the ground. You can keep it, but these trees are mine. Follow the rules and I won't have to intervene. Got it?
All right. Yeah. So I got a potion of speed. Potion of speed is. Oh, sorry. No. I got alchemical reagents for creating a potion of speed. I might actually use that. Potions of speed are really, really, really good. Really good. All right. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna head back this way. I'm gonna see where they're at in their mourning process. Let's see. I know that it's a very uppity squirrel. Thinks it's bigger than what it is. Let's see. See if they're willing to talk now.
No more trouble. Yet.
I may have missed the whole burial, because yeah, grave is right over here. Ooh, that's red. Do not do red stuff. Well, people can see you at very least. Do red stuff as much as you want while people aren't looking. Oh,
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Let's see. Where there's one goblin, there's 10. I'm leaving before the horde shows up. Not that one. One fight just ended, and now you're picking another. Relax. I might do that one. Druid. These goblins didn't take any prisoners. You can cough up my payment anytime now. Oh, man. I've seen much bloodier battles than this. Consider yourself lucky. Yeah, I'm going to do one fight just ended, and now you're picking another. Relax.
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foul-bloods ain't known for courage.
See, here we go. It's a
You
little,
see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
it's a little uncomfortable. Take a swing at the tiefling. Aim a blow at the human trying to knock him flat on his back. More violence won't bring back those you lost. Stop and think. Yeah, I'll totally, absolutely do that. Oh, and my guidance war. Come on! Oh, okay, I did. That was a natural 14. Okay, I feel a lot better. Not more fights, the better. We're trying to bring peace. We're paladins. Jeez.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Plus, I got some approval from Shadowheart.
The both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
More goblins could be on their way.
Time to pack. We need to
is there anything else that I wanted to check out before? Yeah.
Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor.
I'll take my thanks in coin. Some of these like more evil options are fantastic. Fantastic. Let's see. Yeah, I'm Nerdad.
Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
See, I have no quarrel with druids. Why are they forcing you out? These goblins, have there been many attacks like that? Won't be staying long, I just need to find a healer. Yeah, let's do why are they forcing you out?
There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
It really is like a nasty situation that everybody has been put into, and they really make you try to decide what's going on. Or try to decide like how to handle the whole situation. This ritual, is there no way to convince the druids to stop it?
I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this
That's darn
place.
right.
Perhaps you
That's
could
my
persuade
payment.
her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
What are you offering for my aid? I swear, it's so brutal. I'll see what I can do.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
All right, and there is the conflict that we've got here. Oh, some camp supplies, some clothing.
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
I care about our lives, our futures.
No, you just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Take your time. Take that back. Feel free. Right now.
These side conversations are really good. Yeah, let's talk to.
Hells, we can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
I like that there's like
What's
the
the point
voice
of
of reason
blazing
here.
spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Ooh, two really good options here. Like, you should all stay, a single blade can make a difference, or where the weak have need, the strong have a duty. Stay. Yeah, we'll do this one. I mean, it's obviously the paladin choice, but it's very paladin-y.
Just like I was saying, I don't want all these lives on my conscience. We need to stay.
Zerg.
Well,
Fine.
language.
We'll stay. If we survive, it'll make for a good story, I suppose.
Thank you, Roland.
Talk to this guy real quick.
We should have left by now. Damnation.
Language.
Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake.
Yeah, you're doing the right thing. The tieflings need help. Why the rush to leave? You're on your own. Why wait? Standing by your people is never a mistake. Yeah, I'm gonna do that one.
It is if we end up dead. Our best chance to make it to Baldur's Gate is on our own. This place is lost.
Hold on. Why are you so eager to reach the city?
You are looking at Leroican's newest apprentice. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramazes Tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
I'm
That
playing this
sounds
as to be
very
a
much
hero, you
appreciated if
guys.
could
Come
arrange an
on.
introduction, should we reach the city.
I'm a paladin. I'm supposed to be all heroic-y and stuff. I know, and there should be more options for me to just nod. Let's see. Good idea. Powerful acquaintances never heard. I'll probably do that one. Hold on, I'm not so sure about this Leroycan. We need to go. We have a more pressing problem, remember. Yeah, good idea. Powerful acquaintances never heard.
If it's powerful acquaintances you're after, you have to look no further than yours truly.
This guy's so
can match
humble.
me in either magic or talent. In years to come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate, my friend.
So that guy, it's really interesting. Like he's super cocky, of course, but like he's so certain in his cockiness. It's so good. It's so good.
Never a dull moment.
All right, we're gonna talk to another couple groups of people, cough people, before we move on to the store. We're gonna take a little bit of time at the store. So.
This is no fool. We're no warriors.
Oh, right. Go for the heart.
Poor kid.
Next time the goblins come, I'll be ready.
Children.
This is boring. We should train against real goblins.
Step, parry, strike. Damn it!
Language.
It's just not landing.
You better surrender. That target's a far better fighter. Jeez Louise. All right, interesting technique. Having some trouble.
Nothing but. Goblins in the wild out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
Oh, interesting. Detect thoughts. Yeah. So couple good. Try hitting the target. Jeez. Some of these responses are so snarky. Demonstrate a swing, so the fluidity of movement that he lacks. Yeah, I'll probably do that one because I'm proficient in athletics. That might be a good fit. But the inside is no wonder you're struggling. You've no balance. Face your feet farther apart. Would detect thoughts use up one of the potions that I've got? Almost seems like it's just a roll, but that's interesting. All right, we'll do athletics, and we'll add some guidance. DC 12. Here we go. Yeah. Good roll. Good roll. Of course, doesn't really matter for this, so of course, good roll.
Like this, you mean? Step,
Oh, got some
step,
approval on that.
Strike. Yes. You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to
It
good
looks like a
use.
high quality blade. One last thing. Don't shout out your moves like that. Spoils the surprise for your foe.
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Keep training. In time, you'll make short work of any goblins.
Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
And leave.
Take your time. Get a feel for it.
Harry.
We'll talk to this guy. Got some inspiration.
Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
So this is another party member. This is Will. Will is pretty great.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm
Poor
not like
kid.
you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
I like Will. Like he's flashy, but very, very pragmatic. That's a great line to really instill that impression in you of who he is. Yeah, it's good advice, child. You do well to listen.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
So this is a little bit weird. Like, whenever you meet Will, the impression is that he's been there for a while. He's already well liked. I mean, of course, like there's some like rumor stuff going around that, you know, everybody's heard of the Blade of Frontiers apparently, but it is kind of a misstep here because he was on the ship with you, but he's already like well established here in the Druid Grove, even though he's had just as much time as you have. Let's see. Who was that woman? The one in your thoughts?
You saw her then. Advocatus Diaboli. Her name is Karlak. An archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
You have a Mind Flayer tadpole in your head. Doesn't that worry you?
I'd be a fool if it didn't. I know the stories. Doomed to shed my skin, become a Illithid, and there's no coming back. But I haven't sprouted any tentacles. Least not yet, thank Baldur. Could just be good luck. But sooner or later, it's bound to run out.
Join me then. We'll search for a cure.
An excellent suggestion, but your party's full up. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer.
Go to my camp and wait for me.
A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
Oh, Gale approves. Cool. All right. So, I'm going to switch over to Shadowheart because... Oh, actually... So the intention was with Shadowheart to have her proficient in... what do you call it? What do you call it? Perception, which she is not right now. I think I need to do that right now. Darn it. Astarion is a little bit better at perception than she is right now. Okay, so I'm going to take a detour. I'm going to go ahead, head back to camp, and we are going to respec Shadowheart.
Time to dally. This way.
We'll go ahead and save just in case we mess up here.
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still.
He just looks so kind and sweet for a zombie. What are you doing?
Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny.
The way he shakes his head. It's so good.
For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
So I kind of wonder, I get the game reason why we have to pay money to hire hirelings. And that's what he's talking about here is hirelings. I get why you have to pay coin to hire the hirelings. I understand why you have to pay coin to respec. But there's this super powerful divine entity that's just like sitting around in your camp and is like, I will do all these amazing things as long as you pay me, bruh. Yeah, it's a little weird. Will these hirelings be joining me willingly?
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
Do you think I can trust these cultists?
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind.
Oh, jeez.
My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
This is so cool. All right, I want to change or reset my class. For what it's worth, you can have 3 hirelings. I will be getting a few of these hirelings. I'll definitely be doing a wizard. I'll definitely be doing a cleric. It's always kind of up in the air what I'll be doing for the 3rd one. I'll probably do a druid, but I'll think about that and I'll get back with you. I want to change or reset my class.
As thou desire.
All right. So, definitely sticking with cleric for her. Cantrips. Resistance will absolutely be sticking with... I haven't really used resistance that much, and I need to a whole lot more. Because what resistance does is it gives you a plus 1d4 bonus to saving throws, and that is a huge, huge, huge deal. Sacred Flame, pretty standard attack cantrip. I will be doing a lot of like shooting with her, like bow work and crossbow work with her. So Sacred Flame might not be as important right now, but let's go through the rest of them. And we'll talk about this. So Thaumaturgy, you gain advantage on intimidation and performance checks. We've talked about this in a previous episode. Pretty cool that Larian gave you the option of actually letting Thaumaturgy have a gameplay value, because in tabletop D&D it really doesn't. Light, I don't need that. Blade Ward, you take half damage from bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing attacks. It's only 2 turns. You can only cast it on yourself. Not that great. Produce Flame is kind of neat. What it does is it creates a flame in your hand, and then you can throw the flame, and it'll do 1 to 8 fire damage. It'll also create some light. It's okay. It's great. I'm gonna stick with Sacred Flame though, because Sacred Flame is a I think it's radiant damage. I wish they kind of listed out what damage this does, but you know, whatever. It's okay. It's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with these cantrips. Subclass, we are going to switch her over to Life Domain, because Life Domain is ridiculously good. Yeah, it does give you heavy armor proficiency. So these individual domains for clerics, what they do is they provide you with some direct bonuses for the particular subclass, and then they also allow you to have always prepared certain spells that are associated with that domain. So like, she was a trickery domain cleric, and what that meant was that she always had Charm Person prepared, and did not use up a preparation slot. And she also had Disguise Self. With the ability to switch around your prepared spells without having to do a long rest in Baldur's Gate 3, Disguise Self is way, way less important to have always prepared. Like in an actual tabletop game where you can have Disguise Self, this is definitely a cool way to play a cleric. But Disguise Self is so situational, and I can just swap it out at any time that I want, so it doesn't really matter too much. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do Life Domain, and for Life Domain, you get Cure Wounds always prepared, and you get Bless always prepared, which both of those are great spells to have ready. And then here is the big reason why this is such a good subdomain, and that is this right here, and that is Disciple of Life. It says, when casting a healing spell, the target regains additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. So that means that just my Cure Wounds and my Healing Word, which is a majorly important spell, are going to have an additional 3 healing right out of the gate, which is significant. This right here also makes it so that if you want to multi-class and you're trying to do a healer that is not a cleric, it's still worth taking 1 level of cleric just to grab the life domain, because this subclass feature, Disciple of Life, will apply to all healing spells that you cast, which is really, really powerful. So yeah, life domain and abilities. We're gonna go ahead and clear this out. She will be doing wisdom, and we'll also do dexterity. And same deal, I'm gonna do 16s on here. We'll give her 14 constitution and 11 in strength. Yeah. Thinking about decreasing her constitution a little bit more and putting a bit more into strength. But I do like this layout where you've got 16, 16, 14, and then 2 10s and an 8. I think that's a good spread. So yeah, we'll do that. For her abilities, so she does get medicine, she does not perception. Oh my gosh. That's a bummer. Yeah, cleric stuff is not very good. She gets religion. See, that's not great. None of this is great. I really wanted her with perception proficiency. That's a huge bummer. Perception is such an important skill. I'm a little disappointed I can't select that. Yeah, if I can't do perception, I really don't know what I would like to do here. Persuasion or history. We'll do persuasion. Just because of the conversation I'm about to have, it'll be nice to have persuasion on her, because I will have her be the speaker. So to confirm. Let's see. What? Just making sure you can't change background. I mean, it makes sense that you can't change background, because that would affect like their actual backstory, and they're not going to let us change up their backstory, so we won't worry about that. All right. So, all right, we'll confirm that. And now we're going to level her up to 3. Leveling up cleric is pretty straightforward. I've already talked about most of these spells, so we're not gonna cover that. But it is worth noting that class feature, she is gonna get Channel Divinity at level 2. She is gonna get a flat out Turn Undead, which means that whenever you do this, all undead that are in sight have to dash away from the cleric, which is really nice. It does happen for 3 turns. It's pretty good. It is situational, but it's good. The other Channel Divinity that she gets for being a life cleric is that she can do 3 healing for like in a radius around her. This does not seem like a lot, but Channel Divinity is replenished by short rest. So this is actually going to be a really good source of out of combat healing and in combat healing in a pinch. And preparing spells. Yeah, let me adjust these a little bit. Sanctuary, yes. Inflict wounds, no. Protection from good and evil, yes. Create water, no. Guiding bolt, yes. So we'll do command, we'll do healing word, and we'll get another spell slot here in a second. We'll change that up a little bit. And it is worth noting, again, she gets Cure Light Wounds and Bless as domain spells. So now, level 3, she gets for her life domain spells Aid, which again is a fantastic spell. And then Lesser Restoration, which is removes disease, poison, paralysis, or blindness. This one, this doesn't seem like a level 2 spell. I've never thought that this seems like a level 2 spell, but you know, hey, whatever. All right, and prepare spells, we are going to, we'll leave on Prayer of Healing. Prayer of Healing is a big AoE heal. So we'll leave that. Oh, actually, we want Spiritual Weapon too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off Protection from Good and Evil, and I'll add on Spiritual Weapon. These are both really, really good spells. Okay. And now what we need to look at is AC bonus from Dexterity is limited to 2 because she has medium armor on. It might actually be worth... No, it will be worth... She's got 16 dex, so yeah, we need to get her. 16 gives you a +3 to your armor class, unless you're wearing medium armor, in which case it's limited to 2. So we're not gonna do that. So I do need some light armor. I don't really have any light armor right now, actually. Oh, I got leather armor. So we'll see what this changes it. Right now, her AC is at 17. If I equip her with light armor, it goes down to 16. Dang. I wonder why that is. Oh, because it's +2 to the armor class for the chain shirt. But then you only decrease the dex by 1. Alright. I'll see if I can find some better light armor. There's some better light armor out there. But we'll keep it at that for now. Alright. And that should be it for now.
And these things have stayed interesting.
And again, I'll probably next episode I will do hirelings and talk about like how you can manipulate the crud out of your hirelings. So we're back in here. Oh man, I think that means that Astarion still has the better perception. He does. Oh jeez. That's embarrassing. Maybe I should crank up his wisdom a little bit more. Because I don't need intelligence on him. Oof. Man, that's embarrassing. Yeah, I think I might do that. I think I'm gonna eventually respec Astarion. You guys don't let me forget that. I'm gonna respec Astarion, so that I'll pull out this value out of Ent and put it into Wisdom. I'd like him to have 16 Wisdom if he's going to be my perception monkey. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is save this, and I'm gonna have Shadowheart do guidance. Where did guidance go? There we go. Just gonna do that on Astarion.
Keep your distance, darling.
And there's a reason that I need to do all this. There's a reason that I need to do all this, so you'll see in a second.
Swing and swivel and wait.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
Don't mind the blood-covered vampire. This one crazy thing with Astarion is, like, he does a lot of stabby, which means that any blood splatters get, like, cover him. So it's a little creepy. When he's got, like, his fangs and he's, like, covered in blood and he's like, hello, little child. Jeez. Are you all right? I see. Anything else on your mind?
He's still staring right past you.
Turn around to see what he's looking at.
You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks.
Right. So this is pretty cool. I've never actually done this as a rogue. So yeah, there's an investigation check with advantage to study the rocks. But anyway, this is why I needed my highest perception person with guidance before I started this, is because I wanted to fail that that background perception check. So yeah, we'll do investigation, and yeah, this should be pretty easy. But I'm telling y'all, I was rolling so bad last game, but our last episode, and I'm rolling really good this time. I hope it lasts. Famous last words.
You find the edges of a concealed entrance.
Little concealed hatch. That'll come in use here in a second. I'm gonna save again. And we'll talk to these guys here.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
Nice sleight of hand. Hammar's flourish, right?
I never learned names or anything. Just the tricks. Anyway, forget that. Take the ring. I want to show you how lucky it is.
And this is really cool. So we can vanish the ring with the reverse Hammar's flourish. Like the interaction between like this little amateur rogue and a full-on professional blood-covered rogue is really cool. So yeah, sleight of hand. This is going to be basically impossible for me to do, which I didn't.
Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested?
Oh, interesting. You can drop the act. You might do that. Thanks for the free ring. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. You can drop the act.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, anyone could see this was a modified War Widow scam.
The hell it is? You can't do that one with rings. It has to be with bracelets because... Oh, damn.
No, please, go on.
Last chance. You want to look at my stuff or not?
No, and I'm keeping the ring. Here's your ring. Let's trade.
I knew it. Hang on.
It's actually kind of funny. Yeah.
That's what I got.
All right, so this guy does have like a bunch of dyes and stuff. Or actually, I think this is a girl. Got some camp supplies. I'm gonna hold off on that because those are pretty crazy expensive. Bunch of random stuff, but then you've got these right here, like Ring of Infinite Wishes, Ring of Resistance to Ants, Ring of the Lichenisis, and then a Ring of Being Really Invisible, which is just great. Yeah, she does need to get good. Actually, I'm surprised I got that next perception check because those were really hard perception checks to get. Yet anyway, like these are all pretty. And Tarball's Guide to Distractions. That's fun too. Is it definitely a girl? Okay.
Nothing.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn.
Oh, poor kid. Well, now someone's starting young. Who taught you that? Observe her silently. Maybe those are just crocodile tears. Ignore her theatrics and grab her. Read her thoughts. Again. Might want to do that. I know. I love that ring. I almost want to buy that ring just to have the ring of being really invisible. I think I'm going to do this right here. Although this is a really nice answer. You relax, I won't get angry. You didn't even manage to get anything from me. Well, now, someone starting young. Who taught you that?
One of the big kids.
Aww.
How did you catch me?
No, well, you're clumsy. A dead man could have caught you. You were just unlucky this time, but you got talent, I can tell.
Wow, thank you. I guess I'll try harder not to get caught next time. Bye.
What a sweet little girl, I swear.
Hey, you here to trade or?
Your partner's the thief.
Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you.
This Mattis kid, she is just the best. If you touch my pack again, I'll pull your horns off slowly. You could at least pretend to be sorry.
I am sorry. Sorry we're still talking about this. Look, you caught her. Good for you. You aren't a chump like everyone else around here. Now, do me a favor. Make room for the chumps.
Yeah, no shame at all. Just just get out of my way. I'm trying to run a scam here. Ugh.
Looking ahead.
Let me do guidance again. Yeah, we'll do Astarion since he's our perception guy.
What now? Over here.
I'm really bugged that the cleric with the high wisdom
That's curious.
does not have the highest perception. I got a little hole there.
That thing is small, and I am not.
All right. So this right here is the reason that Disguise Self is so good. So we have a hole here. The hole is way too small for any of my characters. So, or any of my party members, I should say. So what we can do is we can actually do Disguise Self, and it will shrink us down into a small-sized character that can get into that hole. We're going to deal with that in a little bit.
On my way.
In the meantime, we're heading back up here. Oh, and there's some stuff right here that we need to grab.
How delicious.
Save. And we're gonna lockpick this chest open. Get some guidance going. DC 15 should be okay. It was totally fine. Cool. Arrow of acid and 70 GP. Nice. Bugs me how indirectly they take these paths sometimes. And metallic gloves. These are actually going to be useful. Metallic gloves, yeah, give you bonuses to strength saving throws. So the question always is, do I want to bolster the things that are already super strong? So like, do I want to give these gloves over to Nerdad, or do I want to try to bolster up somebody that has really bad strength saving throws? For strength, a lot of the times those are pretty melee range, but not always. I think I'm going to give this to somebody who needs it. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at strength. Right now that is Shadowheart. So yeah, we're going to give her the gloves. But doink. Cool.
No one back home will ever believe this. With haste.
All right. So I've got Speak with Animals on, and we're going to talk to some animals here. Actually, first we're going to talk to Toron.
Cow just give me the sign.
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
Ah, I missed that still. But I don't know if you saw that, but Starion succeeded on an insight check and said, "Did that cow just give me the side eye? Is that normal?"
This is no fortress, and we're no warriors.
Be gone. I am hungry.
Another one. What are you under there, then? Ant? Or rocks?
The implication is great here. What are you talking about?
The keepers of this place. They change their form to fit their need.
Hey, it's druids.
They become birds to hunt on the wing. Bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen.
He sounds
only
so
same
sad.
Old hay. And I cannot even eat it. Because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside.
Shiny bits? The tieflings put something in your hay?
Hiding things. Thinking they're clever. Not clever. Sometimes I eat the shiny bits, and they have to go looking for them on the other end.
So gross. This does introduce like an interesting concept in games like D&D, and that is that you know, like for example, this ox is eating hay. The tieflings have put something inside of the hay, assuming that it's going to be totally fine. But if you live in a world where speaking with animals is a regular thing, then having your stuff in hay is absolutely not a secure way of storing things. So it's like they want to have like a situation where in our world, oh, it'd be clever to hide your stuff inside of a haystack because who's gonna find it? There'd be no way to figure it out. But in a magic world where you can speak with animals, it doesn't make any sense at all. But we're gonna take these pouches and we're gonna see what's inside. Oh. Let me sort by latest. And look at that. We got malachite and 10 gold pieces. Alright. So now. Again, I can't remember. I don't like saving and then reloading if a conversation goes wrong. I do want to keep with the things that actually happen to me. But I'm gonna talk to this strange ox, and I really, really want things to go well.
My faith will guide me.
So I might actually reload this one.
No time to rest.
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
Oh, Arcana. Okay. There's something strange about this ox. What is it? I always fail this stupid check. And then that's it. All right, I've never actually gotten this ox to talk to me or figure out what the crud is going on with this stupid ox. So this is one of those situations where, dang it all, I am going to reload and I'm going to figure out what is going on with this ox. I assume it's a druid. And since this is an Arcana check, I'm going to go ahead and cast guidance on Gale.
Ready and willing.
And we'll talk to the ox. Oh, but he doesn't have speak with animals. That's why I wanted Nerdad doing it. Dang it. Anyway, Arcana check anyway. This ox makes you uneasy. Try to discern why. Yep.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
No, for real. Moo, guys.
Funny.
Alright, so I'm going to reload again. I'm going to try this with Nerdad again until he gets that dang Arcana check. It's only a DC 10. It shouldn't take that long. We'll get it. We'll get it, you guys. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I do want to have...
Salutations.
Gale with a ranged weapon. And he's a human, so he should have proficiency with... Oh, light crossbows. Yeah, not great. All right. I kind of get Diablo vibes off the music in here. Like the whole kind of creepy acoustic guitar style. Like, feels like Tristram or something. All right. So Shadowheart is going to cast Guidance on Nerdad. We're going to save.
Oh. Shouldn't have wished to select more interesting times.
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Big money, big money, big money. Yeah.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
There's more to you than meets the eye. Care to explain?
No. You are incapable.
Fine, I heard the tieflings are going to butcher one of you for food, so your secret will die with you. Out with a cow, or you're going to regret it. Come on, old chap, I'm a devil for gossip. Yeah, I'm going to do intimidation. I don't do intimidation checks very often. I feel like it's not super paladin-y, but I never get to. That was a lot closer than it should have been.
I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Move. Nothing here for you.
Okay, so this has got to be like a druid who is trying to escape with the tieflings out of the druid grove. Huh.
Move.
That's a great line, though. The I have nothing else to say besides, and I really mean this. Moo. All right, with that, we're gonna go ahead and get over to a vendor. We'll start that whole process, and there is one that just happens to be right over here. Although, actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and use this. There's a bunch of stuff over here, and he is facing away, isn't he? Yeah, we'll leave it.
A long way to go still.
I don't think I need to have guidance on Nerdad right now, but I'll do it just for that. All right.
Despite everything.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Let's see, are you really locking down the grove?
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
What about the people here?
We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels.
You just said the region's overrun by monsters. They won't survive by themselves.
As I said, it's a drastic measure. But the survival of the grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone.
It's a rough situation. It really is. I'm looking for a healer.
I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others in the inner chambers. But I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The grove will be locked down soon.
What are you selling?
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
All right, so what I'm going to do is, there's another pretty good vendor in this area that I want to take a quick look at, but for right now, we're going to investigate. So, first off, we've got a couple of really good scrolls. Missile snaring. You can intercept missiles from ranged weapon attacks, reducing their damage by 1d10 plus your dex modifier. Those could be really, really nice. Not my highest priority, but it could be really nice. What's this glowing thing? Red dye. I don't know why that's glowing so much. All right. Wearer gains a 1d4 bonus to throw damage. I do not need this at all, but it might be good Gale food. All right. Ringmail armor +1. This is a high priority. Chainmail short +1. Everybody in my party now has either clothing or light armor. So I really don't need that. Hedge Wanderer armors. So you gain +1 to nature checks, which is really, really nice. Gain a +1 to dex saving throws and checks. That might be pretty good. And actually, let me
Sylvanas.
Yeah. Let me take a look at his AC. And actually, I think we did this experiment earlier. He's got heavy armor. He doesn't get AC bonus from dex. Oh, his dex is 10, so he doesn't get an AC bonus from dex anyway.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
All right, padded armor +1. This will be pretty good for Astarion and for Shadowheart. Yeah, so we might need that. What have we got here? A quarterstaff. This quarterstaff is actually pretty darn good. I mean, damage is pretty average, but it does give you the Create Water spell. Create Water is not typically a spell that I would go for, but it's really useful in Baldur's Gate 3 because if you get things wet, like what it allows you to call forth rain, which again is not typically what Create Water does, but if you attack a wet enemy with cold or with lightning damage, it'll do extra damage whenever you hit them, and you can also use the water to wash away surfaces, so like acid or fire, that sort of thing, and it'll just give you a way to move through bad situations. So this one is definitely a possibility. Spell Thief. This is a great bow. So once per short rest, you regain a level 1 spell slot when you land a critical hit with the Spell Thief. This is a really, really good weapon. Because those level 1 spell slots, anytime that you can get a spell slot back, it's pretty good. And we'll be picking spell slot, like level 1 spells that are always going to be useful throughout the rest of the game. So this is a really good spell, really good bow. Got a hand axe. I'm not a big fan of hand axes. They're not great. You can throw them. They're light. Steals an additional 1d4 slashing damage to burning targets. That is not super great. I'm gonna skip that one. I've also got a Scroll of Blindness, Scroll of Crown of Madness, Scroll of Darkness. I already have one of those, and then Scroll of Shatter. So Blindness and Crown of Madness and Shatter are all scrolls that I'm going to need for Gale, so that we can learn those spells. And then also down here we've got Scroll of Expeditious Retreat, Scroll of Featherfall. I don't think I have Featherfall. Tasha's Hideous Laughter I do definitely have. Thunderwave I do not have. So lots of really good stuff. Plus there's Thieves' Tools. There are also Trap Disarmed kits. I might grab a couple of those. Potions of Healing if I need them, but again, Potions of Healing are everywhere. Leather Helmet, that will give Dexterity Saving Throws +1. I might grab that one as well. And then Die Remover, some Alchemical Supplies, a Supply Pack. Yeah, it's a pretty good stuff. What I want to do is I'm going to be picking a vendor to donate a lot of my items to. So I'm going to go and check out the other vendor, and we're going to see what we can see. It should be down here.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
Lots of people to talk to in here, but I do want to just focus on the vendor for right now. Okay. This is actually a really good place to do darkness, because lots of stuff just laying here on the ground. I could cast darkness, nobody could see anything that Astarion would be doing in here, and then could just have him steal all of this stuff. I'm gonna save real quick. I am going to examine this, see what this does. Huh. Doesn't look like that does anything. Breastplate +1. Yes, we take 1 less piercing damage. That's really nice. And that's medium armor, though, so I really don't need that at all. Where is... Yeah, Scorpion helmet. See if I can use tactical view and see this a little bit better. What's this? Okay, just armor. Dex saving throws, that's +1. That's really nice. Boosting up your... I know it's a little embarrassing that I've got the paladin scouting out things that the vampire rogue can then steal. Ways to increase your dex saving throws is always really good. So, I don't know, maybe I'll do darkness in a little bit. For right now, though, I'll talk
Thanks
to
for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
I like his eyes, actually. Most tieflings have just like crazy glowing orange eyes, but his are like blue and yellow. It's really neat. Or just holding on by a thread. Are you a smith?
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Whatever he was talking about Elturel falling into Avernus, I actually don't know the history of Elturel in the Forgotten Realms, and I'm a little embarrassed by that. But the point here is potentially that this was actually a pretty major plot point in an old game called Planescape Torment, which is one of my favorite games of all time. Another D&D game, but that whole game is like a novel. It's fantastic. A really well written novel. One of the greatest games of all time. But so each one of like the lower planes is associated with an alignment. So like there is a plane for lawful evil and neutral evil and chaotic evil. And if there is a place that is like a little bit more lawful evil, then the wall between that place and the plane that represents it starts getting a little fuzzy. And if the real place becomes way too like lawful evil, it will just slip into the lawful evil plane. And I think that's what this guy's talking about here. But anyway, let me see your your wares. All right, so we're gonna kind of compare the stuff that this guy's got versus the stuff that the other guy's got, and because again, I don't want to go through the whole donation process once. I'd actually want to do this I want to do the item donation process just for the sole purpose of showing you all what the advantages of doing that. All right, so here's a shield that gives you a +1 to all saving throws. That's pretty cool. Another ring mill +1. I'll definitely be grabbing one of those. A chain flip shirt +1. Hide armor +1. That's interesting. I didn't see that in the other ring mill +1, but this gives you a +1 bonus to strength saving throws and checks. That's awesome. That's awesome. And disadvantage on stealth checks. Yeah, that's expected. Oh, but I didn't notice that. The ringmail armor +1 is actually less armor than what I have got right now. That +1 bonus to strength saving throws and checks, though, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Anyway, chain shirt +1, hide armor +1. All right, padded armor +1. Again, I'm going to need 2 of these, so I'm going to have to buy them from 2 different locations anyway, so we'll see. A rapier +1. I'm not going to have anybody using a rapier, so that's out. Hunting short bow. You have advantage against monstrosity-type enemies, and then this is a +1 weapon, which is really good, but you can also cast Hunter's Mark from it. Hunter's Mark is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So what it is as a bonus action, you can mark a target to, and you just do a flat 1d6 extra damage against that target. And then the great thing is once you kill something before the spell ends, and the spell ends on concentration fails or until long rest, which is crazy, you can mark a new creature without using up a spell slot. Really, really cool spell. This is roughly the equivalent of sneak attack for rogues, but for rangers. It's just flat out extra damage. And so yeah, I might want that. That'll be nice for like Shadowheart. Longbow +1, just flat out extra damage. Quarterstaff +1. I kind of want that other quarterstaff for Gale, so that's out. Trident +1. Don't really need that. A mace +1. Don't really need that. Shortbow +1. This might be nice for Astarion. Really, you know what? The hunting shortbow might be good for Astarion, because then I could pop Hunter's Mark and still get sneak attack damage with him, but I think... Dang, I'm a little tempted. I'll have to look and see what Astarion, like if Astarion has proficiency at shortbow. I think he does. I always have a hard time remembering proficiencies for the different races. All right, and then we've got gloves. Gloves would be nice. Metallic boots would be really nice. That's an athletics +1, so that'll give me extra jumping. Chainmail, ringmail, scalemail. Yeah, just flat out leather armor. I also need these helmets. So Constitution saving throws are another big set of saving throws that we need to protect against, so I might grab that. Again, another leather helmet, so dex saving throws. We want as much boosting on those saving throws as possible. All right. So the stuff we are looking at is maybe the shield. That would be really nice. Not that. We do need padded armor +1. The other guy had some of that too. Definitely want this hunting shortbow. I think that's really about it. Maybe some of these +1 items, like a longbow +1. And then the helmets. The helmets are actually pretty cheap. I think that's it. So I think the other vendor is where we're going to spend all of our money. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Let me take a look at Astarion. So yeah, he can use longbows and hand crossbows. I do actually want him with hand crossbows eventually, I think. Maybe, I don't know. And he can use short bows. So basically all of the ranged weapons except for heavy crossbows. Which, yeah, Nerdad can use. Can she use that? No, she cannot. What about Gale? No, he's stuck with light crossbows. Shadowheart can use light crossbows as well, and that's it. Yeah, that's interesting. All right, so Shadowheart and Gale will always have light crossbows. You know what? Maybe that's my... Oh, she can use short bows as well. All right. That might be my saving grace here. So I'm having an identity crisis here, because maybe this is why clerics are traditionally melee is because they really don't get proficiency with any good range stuff. Like, I was expecting at least a longbow out of her, but she does not get any good martial ranged weapons. That's interesting. I learned something today. I almost definitely want to get Astarion with a longbow, though. Longbows are good. So maybe when I've got extra gold, I'll respec Shadowheart yet again. I'm a little embarrassed by that, y'all. I'm a little embarrassed by that. Okay. So we're gonna head back over to that original vendor, and I'll show y'all what I wanted to show y'all a little bit earlier.
Let's move.
They climb up the... Oh my gosh. Sometimes the pathing in this is so weird. It's so weird. Alright, we'll go ahead and save this, and we'll talk to Aaron. I'd like to see your wares.
But please, remember,
You're not the
only one in need.
He also does have a bunch of scrolls that we're going to be buying as well. So this, all in all, is pretty darn worth it. Alright. Oh.
Sylvanas be with you.
So let me go ahead and organize all my stuff by type. This is my alchemy pouch. That's my camp supply pack and my keychain. All right. Let me move this over to Nerdad. Does anybody else have any gold? They do not. All right.
Need anything else?
So what we're going to be doing here,
Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
is there's this little attitude meter right down here. Attitude very, very much affects the price that this guy is willing to offer us for some of his goods. Or no, actually for all of his goods. So what we want to do is we want to take this attitude and get it up into the green area. The way that you get stuff up into the green area is by offering trades, offering barters that are beneficial to this guy. And I think it's just a flat out gold value that makes it worth it. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be offering him just a ton of stuff for free. So like these books all go... It's like right now this is worth 42. So what I'm going to do is, typically what you can do is balance the offer. And what that'll do is that will just add a requisite amount of gold, or if he's missing gold, like a requisite amount of items, that will balance this out. I'm actually going to let him pay 0 gold for all of these books. So, and watch. So right now, this line is just a little bit to the left of this center line right here. So we're going to do a barter. Do we want to donate these items? We won't receive any gold from this trade. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I am. And see, now that cranked his attitude up to 7. And I guess we can actually test this out. So, like, spoon. We're going to donate this. His attitude is 7 right now. Still 7. So, yeah, I think it's based off of an amount of gold. So this is how we're going to get rid of a lot of all of the random junk that we have been picking up and just storing and has been taking up all this weight for us. Hourglass, yep. Take all that, or sell all that, or donate all that, I should say. Empty blood bank jar. What is this? Alright. I guess they have blood banks in medieval style fantasies. I'm gonna keep that ball. I think I'm gonna need that actually a little bit later. Yep. Drop off the mugs. Drop off these ladles. This is not going to be exciting, but totally worth it once we get this guy up to. We'll plate. Oh, I can't do. I was gonna say I can't do just like the multi-select like you normally can in your inventory. That's unfortunate. All right, so we've got 27 here. Let me actually increase this to. I do want to keep the water actually. Here, I want to keep in here. I want something that's like. That'll work. Oh no! I want the grease bottle. Dang it. Yeah, that'll work. So I want something close to 31 because previously I had a value of 42. I donated that 32 or 42 gold, and that gave me 7 attitude. So if we're just doing this mathematically, maybe it's divided, like gold value divided by 6. We're going to test this out. So we should see an increase of 5. We'll see. Look at that. Look at that. So it is based off gold value. It is gold value divided by 6. All right. So we will... That is good to know. What would also be good to know is where the cutoff line is for reaching the green, so that I can know exactly how much gold I need to donate to get this guy up to the green. I do want to keep my candles because those candles are really useful for, like you can actually lay a candle down before a fight and light it, and then you can dip your weapon into the candle and make your weapon flamey. Grease bottle we're keeping. Scruffy vagabond clothes. I don't care about no clothes. We're keeping all the water, again, for the same reason that we're going to want that that item that allows us to cast rain. It's just really good for getting rid of stuff that's on the ground that we don't want. Oops. Might actually be fewer clicks just to do that individually. It's such a pain doing that slider. Let's see. Yeah, keep that. Agate. It is a little painful donating this much stuff because typically if a vendor is selling like really expensive stuff, you're gonna want to get their attitude up into the green. I don't want that much stuff from this guy, so it is a little painful, but again, it is to demonstrate things. So now we are up in the yellow range, so we gotta keep going. Flask, jade. I'm gonna try that, see where that puts us. We're getting closer. Actually, I need to make sure that it's still divided by 6 now that we're in the yellow range. So, this is perfect. We'll drop this in there. Actually, we'll drop all these in there. So that 60, that should increase us by 10. It's at 45 right now. Cool. Yeah, so it doesn't matter how far up the scale you are. It's just flat out going to again, this is a little painful, like, jeez, we're close. So maybe 70 is where we're at. No, I'm being nerdy about all this math. It's true. It's true. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. But I need to know this information. I need to know this information. The other question that I've got is, do we just need to be in the green? Well, actually, we'll test this out. Once he's in the green, is the price going to change if we increase his attitude further in the green? But right off the bat, okay, so like, let's look at something a little bit more solid. Yeah, like 110. Scroll of Darkness 110. Oh, whoops. Clicked the wrong button. Oh, we're so close. Yeah, it is 70. It is 70. So I just need another 6 gold worth of... And this should do it. Oh, no, that won't do it. Dang. There we go. And see, now he's green. So attitude is 70. Actually, Actually, that would have been a really good opportunity to check to see if it's based off attitude or if it's based off of color. Anyway, we had here Scroll of Darkness is now 107. If we increase this by another point, does that decrease the price even more? All right. So now his attitude's at 74. And it does. So we are going to have to max out his attitude. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to call the point super satisfied. We now know it is about 6 gold worth of stuff donated to get 1 point. We also know that once we're in the green, what's up with all the Lalafels? It's a gnome. It's a gnome, dang it. Not a Lalafell. Jeez Louise. It's another Final Fantasy 14 term for those of you who are not in the know. And we also know that the attitude, like the color, does not matter. We have to get this maxed out if we want maximum value out of this. So now what we're going to do is we are going to sell like basically everything that we have got. Actually, not everything. I do like keeping one of each category of weapon. So, for example, I am going to keep 1 rapier. I'm going to keep 1 battle axe, 1 longsword. And this is just because I am a pack rat and I cannot stop being a pack rat. So I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going to keep both the javelins because if I do decide to respec Shadowheart so that she is more strength-based than dex-based, I do want to have her with javelins that she can throw, because whenever you throw a javelin, it will be based off of her strength score, not her dexterity score. So I am going to sell all but 2 of my daggers just because I can have those dual-wielded by Astarion. Goblin bow, sell all these. Sell all those hand axes. Got a bunch of short bows, gonna sell all those. Same thing with the short swords, I'm gonna keep 2 of those around. Why are these javelins not stacked up? That's weird to me. But I'm gonna keep all those javelins. I'm gonna keep them, dang it. Gale has a quarterstaff, so I'm gonna sell that one. There's this ritual staff. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it too. Again, I'm a pack rat. I like being a pack rat. And this potion of my reading, potion of animal speaking. I really don't need the potion of animal speaking anymore, so I am going to get rid of that one. Potion of Featherfall. Featherfall is a ritual spell. I will have Gale with that eventually, so I really don't need the Potion of Featherfall either. Rotten Mushroom, Wine Goblet I'll get rid of. I don't know what this does. It's not an alchemical thing, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. Okay. Ah, these leather gloves, don't need those. Leather boots, don't need those. Silver locket, that goes. Burnished necklace. Violin, I don't need no violin. Bronze ring. Papatos. They are not. They're gnomes. They're gnomes. Totally different game. Totally different game. I think all this stuff I'm going to keep. Potion of speed I am definitely keeping. Oil of accuracy. Yeah, I'll keep that around. Elixirs and oils and potions I will in general be keeping unless I just absolutely do not need it. So yeah. With that, I think we're going to start buying some stuff. Oh man. So now I have to think about Shadowheart. I have to think about Shadowheart doing throw damage now. Because this Ring of Flame might actually be pretty good. I don't worry about it quite yet. Alright, none of the medium armor. I do want this light armor, so that goes. Rain Dancer, I'm going to want that as well. Spell Thief, I definitely want. I love this bow. It's a great bow. Dragon's Grasp, absolutely not. I'll have to check on my spells that I've got on Gale and see what I actually need. Because definitely don't need the Scroll of Darkness. Do need the Crown of Madness. I do need Spell of Shatter, but it's Blindness. I don't think I took Blindness. I did not take Blindness. Crown of Madness is one of those spells I really don't need too much. Darkness, again, is a good one. Shatter is not a spell that I particularly need, but again, I'm a collector and I have a hard time not learning these spells. Dang it. Gloves of Missile Snaring is another really important one. But not a huge amount. Stinking Cloud. Stinking Cloud's a good one. Not my favorite. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, how about the other random stuff that is down here? Trap Disarm Toolkit. Those are going to be nice, but here is the thing, is they're so expensive. They're so expensive. I've got one. I'll just be careful. I've got plenty of Thieves' Tools. I'm going to leave those as they are for right now. All right, I think that is good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and balance this offer. And I think we're good. That ring. That ring. Okay, here is the deal. No, gnomes live in your garden. That is accurate. Dang it, that's accurate. Good point. It's this guy. It's this guy that you know you put out. We just need to get him like a little conical hat, and then he'll be ready for the garden. All right, the Ring of Flinging. This is one that I think regardless I'm going to have to get. This will either be for Gale to gobble up, or it'll be for Shadowheart. Regardless, we'll go ahead and grab it. All right. That increase our attitude? No, it did not. Interesting. All right. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of extra stuff that we just bought. I will re-divvy this stuff out here in a second, but we're actually going to go over to Shadowheart, and we're going to sell all the stuff that she has got. Let's see. Cutting board. Yep, that goes. Shaft of a Broken Spear. I feel like that's important, so I'm going to keep it just in case. Milk cans, definitely going to go. Go, one more. Thank you. Rope, I'm going to sell 2 of these, but I am going to keep 1. Don't need no lids. Bedroll, I'm going to keep just in case. I am going to... So this is interesting. I don't know if I talked about this this last episode, but this eyewitness account of the Ballspawn Crisis. The Ballspawn Crisis, spoiler alert, is Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. So it really makes me happy to see this brought up in Baldur's Gate 3. But we are totally going to sell that. Sell all those. I can't remember if I read this already or not. Yeah, you know what? We'll just go ahead and sell it. Sell those, sell this, sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that, sell that. I think I've got leather armor equipped by somebody, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. Light crossbow. I don't think I had any light crossbows over with. No, I did. So that gets sold as well. All right. Yeah, balance that. Get some gold, yo. All right, Astarion. He's got Scroll of Darkness. Oh, he's got grease bottles. I didn't realize he had that many. Again, I love grease. Candles, we're going to keep the candles. Sell the hammer. Actually, gonna sell those. Amethyst ring, onyx ring. I think I have shields. I definitely have. I don't think I have a warhammer over on Nerdad. Don't have a pike. Do have quarterstaff, so I'll sell all those. Scroll of burning hands I keep. Arrow of acid, I just don't care. I just don't care, so that's getting sold. Let's get that in place. Attitude still there. Alright. I am going to sell one of these protection from evil and good scrolls. Oh, I've got a scroll of Featherfall. That's good to know. That's good to know. Scroll of Grease. It would be nice to be able to cast that. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that. Same thing with Sleep. That's such a good ability. I actually don't remember if I have Mage Armor on Gale, so I'm going to hold off on that. Longsword gets sold. Scale Mill. I don't think I have another one of those, so I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that. All the leather armors go. All right. And that should do it for selling all that stuff. All right. So now, next up is checking what we need and what we don't have. So Shatter, Crown of Madness, definitely don't have. But I need to check for Thunderwave and Featherfall I don't need. Expeditious Retreat. I think I need. Alright.
Sylvanas be with.
I always forget it's not escape to get out of those conversations. Oh, whoops.
Lost in thought.
Alright. Yeah, Gale does not have any of those, so we're just going to go straight up and buy everything. Although first, move all this gold over to Nerdad. I just like having everything consolidated. 777, what does that mean? Oh my gosh.
Need anything else?
Alright.
Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
So yeah, I think we're just going to straight up buy this stuff. Because we've got the gold at the moment. We do have to buy stuff at the other place, though. I remember that. Thunderwave. Really, the only one that I really need is Expeditious Retreat. That's a really good spell. Oh, and Stinking Cloud, and these. Oh man, that's gonna put me with like no gold for the other vendor. Dang it. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna hold off on doing Shatter and Crown of Madness. We'll just buy these. Oh, Thunderwave I really don't need much either, but it is kind of nice to have. Alright. Alright. Cool. Alright, and with that, I think that we are done with this vendor. Alright, and with all of that, we are done for the day with Baldur's Gate 3. So next time, what we're going to do is we're going to finish going around the Druid Grove, and we'll talk to just about everybody that we can. We'll go over to the other vendors that we have gotten and buy whatever stuff we need from them, and we'll keep on moving with a pretty major situation with the Druids. Thank you guys for watching, and remember, if you like all this content, be sure to like and subscribe. It means a lot. Thank you guys. We'll catch you on Monday in the evening.